We get our paramedics over here.
Okay, true story. I showed up to the downtown showdown thing. I was a little bit hungover that morning. Kind of at first like, damn, this is gonna be dangerous just because there's a hole that you have to go through and then everyone's like going on each sides of it. And then I seen Stu Graham went through it, missed it a little bit and hit his head, and he had a big cut on his head, and I was like, man, that sucks for him. As soon as contest started, you know, going and stuff, it started getting a little bit hectic. Everyone started going. And as I was going through on one of them, I kind of noticed that Tony Cervantes was going over the other side of the hole, and as he was going over the other side of the hole, I was going through the middle, and I seen his board kind of like drop through the hole. And as the board dropped, I flinched up, and I just put my head right into the 2x4. Oh! Like at first I just thought, oh man, I hit my head. And then next thing you know, I seen the blood kind of start coming down my face, and then I looked up and I seen Sam Hitz was one of the first people that came to me, and he was almost like had tear in his eyes, you know, and that's when I knew. I was like, oh man, this might be more serious, you know, when Sam Hitz is and Neil Headings are sitting there looking at you scared, then that's pretty much a time where you should probably be scared too.
We get our paramedics over here.
Luckily there was a medic there that knew what he was doing and hooked me up, and I got to the hospital in time to sew it up, and there was no like internal injuries. It was just pretty much a clean scalping. They did like 120 something stitches inside and 42 staples on the outside. Anyway, a couple days later, after it was all said and done, I went to like get out of bed, and I like moved or whatever, and it felt like there was a water balloon the size of like a basketball on the top of my head. So every time I went like this, I could just feel the fluid moving around in my head, and that was the hardest part because my equilibrium and everything was kind of off.
How long did it put you out?
I was probably out for about 4 months with that one. It wasn't even as bad. I've had a lot of other injuries that have taken me out longer, but you know, the only part is it's definitely one of the more graphic ones. Like, it just looks gnarly, you know. Like for the rest of my life, I always have to, you know, see people grimace when they look at me, but you know, it's their problem, not mine, because I can't see it. So I just drink another beer and move on. Hell yeah.
Hey guys, make some noise one more time for Omar. He's leaving out the back door, all right? Omar's song.